gentlemen, it's Johnny 2B here on Wednesday night back in Las Vegas. We're going to do this again in a less blurry version of the Las Vegas Strip. Tropicana Boulevard, there's Mandalay Bay, there's Luxor, and there's the Excalibur. At one time it was the world's largest hotel. Now the MGM is, of course, the MGM was also in the rankings. And there's the Tropicana. Here we go. There's the New York, New York. And when James Bond was filmed, they had gold talons there on the Tropicana.
Cause you. Oh.
Hey, New York, New York. MGM Grand. Going northbound on the Las Vegas Boulevard Strip. There's one of the old malls. You can see M&M World and Coca-Cola. It's amazing they have a Coca-Cola sign when the whole strip is all Pepsi. M&M's and Coca-Cola. There's the Cosmopolitan in the area, and to the left is Park MGM, which was the Monte Carlo, and this is the city center. No theme at all. Hard Rock Cafe, and that's just interesting. They have a Coke store in the middle of the strip with everything else Pepsi. See the Denny's. Cosmopolitan.
Watch out for this guy.
Straight back, you can see the miniature Eiffel Tower of the Paris Hotel, which I stayed at last time I did a recording, but I was out of focus. As I said last time, the reason these lights are so long were for the taxi cabs, when they had taxi cabs populating the strip. Now it's all a bunch of Ubers and Lyfts. Up is Planet Hollywood, which used to be the Aladdin. There's the area and the Cosmopolitan, as I said, CVS, all lit up. Polo Towers to the right, Hilton Grand Vacation Club for timeshares and condos. Gucci, very expensive purses and fine jewelry. Bellagio is coming up. And you can see in the background Mr. Indicted 45th. Back in the 50s, and a lot of neon as well. $24-hour McDonald's and Walgreens, Subway and Taco Bell. Gordon Ramsay. Caesar's Palace. Little trivia in Caesar's Palace. Frank Sinatra got kicked out of there for a big gambling debt, and he had a big argument. You can see the thousands of people. There's a showgirl in the background. Bellagio, based off of Bellagio, Italy, properly named, next to Caesar's Palace. Do not want your picture taken with them, because if you do, they will ask you for money. This is one of the few crosswalks, because now it's all overpasses. Again, this was all designed for the taxi cabs. I don't think it matters with the Ubers and Lyfts. There's the 1947 fabulous Flamingo Hotel built by Bugsy Siegel and Nancy Meyer Lansky. Fabulous Flamingo, which I've stayed twice before. I guess the Daria has been renamed again. There's the High Roller. The Mirage is going to be renamed Hard Rock Hotel. I guess they're getting rid of the Beatles Love Show for its last legs because it's becoming the Hard Rock. Fabulous Flamingo. Really good service. The Link, which used to be in Palace, Treasure Island coming up. And behind Treasure Island there is Harrah's. Approaching a brand new Resorts World. The situation behind the Resorts World was a Chinese built foundation, but Hilton bought it after a major lawsuit with Wynn. Unfortunately, Treasure Island does not have their own old pirate sign anymore because they had a lawsuit with Walt Disney. Unfortunately. That's why it just says TI now instead of the old pirate, because Pirates of the Caribbean. The Venetian. And next to the Venetian is the Palazzo Hotel, which is a fancy schmancy Holiday Inn. And of course, where the Wynn, which is coming up next, was the Desert Inn, owned by Howard Hughes. He wouldn't leave, so he bought the place. Bought a bunch of places on the strip. Gillies was a landmark. Look at the ship. Fashion Show Mall, Encore, and Wynn were both the Desert Inn. I think the Sands was also there too. Anyway, so Resorts World, which is coming up, used to be the Stardust. It's still Chinese themed, which is now owned by the Hilton. The Knights, Las Vegas Knights, won their Stanley Cup. That's their local ice hockey team. Brand new hotel. It used to be the Stardust. Fontainebleau is where it's blacked out over there, is coming up, and that's gonna be open end of the year. Riviera is now gone. That's why it's all black over there. They're building a new place there. Brand new. The famous 24-hour Denny's. Because Resorts World just is brand new, gives Circus a little bit more new life, but I would never stay at Circus. Not anymore. Ross Dress for Less in the middle of the street, Peppermill. La Concha is now gone. This was the site of the former La Concha, which is now the Peppermill. And of course the Sahara is coming up. Westgate Hotel, which was the International, also the Hilton for a while. It's where Elvis Presley played and pretty much lived there as a... If you saw the Elvis Presley movie. Poor old Circus is coming up. And the Sierra has been remodeled drastically. '57, when the Rat Pack was playing. And then finally ending with the Stratosphere. There's the remodeled Sahara, one of the originals. World's biggest gift shop.
Hindenburg. Aaron Brockovich is married here.
Or pawn shop.
Didn't somebody pass away recently?
Downtown Las Vegas. Going to Golden Plaza Hotel to the left. Fifth 10 and Back to the Future 2. El Cortez. Fremont Experiment.